Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. Welcome back to the Washington to Baltimore line, where I'm going to continue to work through these scenarios. We really have 6 of them. The others are railfan mode, which I think basically just gets you to kind of watch operations occurring and just be an observer. So I'm focusing on these first 6. The first one I did way back at the beginning of my trials in Train Simulator. I think it was my first career run. I took it because it was an easy difficulty. It was the only one of the starting areas that I could go ahead and utilize. So I did that, but then I decided to go ahead and try some of the scenarios in Birmingham because they were simpler than this scenario, and I've gone ahead and finished those up, and now I'm moving on and coming back here. Certainly a little daunted by what I'm seeing, just as I was when I started, seeing some difficulty, some extreme difficulty in number 3, and looks like 5 and 6 are right up there. So we'll see how I do, but we're going to work on scenario 2 here. So this is tracks are for trains. Be using an ACS 64 Amtrak, which is a new engine for me, because obviously we did the Amtrak Acela, but it's been so long I don't know that I even remember how to operate it. But hopefully I'll figure this out pretty quickly. So we're going to operate the Amtrak Northwest Regional 171 from Baltimore Penn Station to Washington Union Station, making intermediate stops at BWI Airport and New Carlton. You're likely to encounter more than just trains on the tracks today, so I don't know if that means we're going to have workers with TSRs, temporary speed reductions, or what. But we'll find out, and I'm sure that attributes the difficulty and the slightly longer time, because I believe the express went from Penn Station all the way through Union Station as well, but obviously it was an express. So let's hop on the train. Alright, welcome aboard. Good afternoon, engineer. Today you'll be operating Northwest Regional 171 en route to Washington Union Station. You're scheduled to depart Baltimore at 15:32, so ensure the train is ready to leave at that time. However, do not depart until instructed by the conductor. The commuter train in front of you just reported a group of kids trespassing at the southern portal of the B&P tunnel. Oh, goodness. So stay vigilant and report any findings to CETC 2 train dispatcher. Lovely. Alright, so we're going to get this going. Alright, we can move the throttle. So that is all good. I'm just trying to get myself used to what we need to do. I don't remember. Alright, so I think that's because, okay, so we have the brakes basically on. So yeah, I'm going to have to pull those brakes back. It's what time is it? 15:31, so we've got basic lights on. It's not raining. So yeah, I think we're in good shape there. Let's see what we've got to do. We've just got 6 things. We're going to go via that tunnel that they're saying is a problem, so we might have some problems there with the kids. BWI, go via, pick up passengers, stop. Alright, so basically 2 stops plus the final stop, and then going via some places. Okay. So let's do this, and we should be ready to go. There we go. Ready to depart. Proceed to signal indication. So we are able to go to 30 here. So I'm just going to have to be careful, see how that all plays out. So looks like we've got 1.5 miles to get to that tunnel. I'm trying to figure out if this is like a train with... I guess we're on the side a little bit. I'm just trying to get my bearings, because I'm like, is there another half of the train that we're not seeing out of? But no, that's not the case. Alright, so I'm assuming that signals are interesting, to say the least. Alright, so we're gonna head this way. Okay, we've got green signals up above, so we're all set there. Just need to be a little careful here. This is definitely different than the UK train that I was used to, that really kind of required that I just go in steps, but I guess I would say it gives me more fine-grained control. But I'm not lying if I say this is challenging to feel comfortable in, but it's a new piece of equipment. So hopefully everything else operates in a way that I'll be able to succeed, and we'll see. But yeah, at this point, just got to be a little careful here. Get the throttle back somewhere. I just want to see how I kind of affect things. I mean, we do have a lot of cars behind us, so I think just decreasing the throttle a little bit causes us to slow down pretty quickly. I'm assuming... Alright, released. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Didn't realize I was in essence riding with the brakes. So that changes things a bit, but I just need to find where I'm speeding up a bit or where I'm even. But 0.71 miles, we've got a signal here. I'm assuming this is giving me the signal from up front, but I don't know for certain. I'll have to keep an eye on that, I guess, when we finally hit a signal that we know is yellow. But definitely just kind of a different feel from what I'm used to with the, what I've been running for so long, because it's been probably months since I've been on this line in real life, so definitely a bit of a challenge. But like, I didn't see that signal at all, so I'm not sure. Oop, better be careful. I'm speeding up a bit. Don't want to get a speeding ticket here. Now, we also want to be careful because this is where they said they saw some kids. So I'm gonna be extra cautious here and slow down, because obviously there's gonna be no signal telling me there's kids. So I'm just gonna slowly go through here. I'm assuming we'll get some kind of a pop-up if they suddenly appear, but alright. Just really nervous, but at this point I'm like losing time, so I kind of need to go, because otherwise I'm going to be late. I mean, obviously running over some kids would be way worse, so I mean, we've got to be careful, but I also need to do my job. So alright. You do not observe the group of kids. Engineer, dispatcher over, go ahead. No sign of trespassers at the south portal of BP tunnel. Alright. So we let them know, which was kind of what we were supposed to do. Alright, soon we'll be able to speed up some. Now once again, that... oh goodness. Again, a few little hiccups here and there, I guess I'll take. Alright, now I can go 45. So I'm trying to be careful of my time, but obviously that creates a bit of a situation. So here I should be at 55 before I get there. Wow, we can then go 110? Now that... I don't remember that being the case, but... I wasn't on this line before in that regard, so... So yeah, that better be giving me some sort of an early signal, because if I'm going 110, I'm not reacting anytime soon to that, so... Alright, I think I'm gonna be okay. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna open it up, because we can still be 90 over there. And that'll eat up some miles, that's for sure. But because we do have a few stops on this run. But yeah, we'll see. We shouldn't have to slow down. We might have to slow down before we hit the 105. Wow, we can go to 125. This is insane. Yeah, I mean, what would you do? I can't even imagine, like, being an engineer with this kind of stuff. Like, you have kids doing stuff like that, you're going at this speed. There's nothing you could do about it if suddenly they show up in the middle of the tracks. I mean, that would just be crazy. Alright, I'm assuming, again, it's telling me it's clear. So I'm gonna keep moving. It's just so hard to even see the signals. But this is like nerve-wracking. I don't know what else to say. I don't know that there is anything else to say. I mean, like, again, quarter mile to the signal, where is it? I guess it's up there. But by the time I see it, like, I am so committed at that point, like, there's nothing I can do. So this better be telling me what I can do. I'm assuming that 125 is like my maximum speed. I'm here. I'm here. Wow, this is... It's exhilarating, but slightly, like, wow. Just the amount of pressure this has to be. I suppose, like any job, you get used to this, but I don't think we were doing this on the other train. Alright, so I need to be careful because I don't know how quickly this is going to slow down. So I can only be at 120 here. So I'm not going to push it, that's for sure. Alright, and then we need to be at 90. So let's see if I start applying the brakes. Okay. I'm just trying to learn this, and I've got to be careful. I get I'm giving up some speed here, but like I said, this is just nerve-wracking. I'm not having fun. I mean, I am, but wow. I mean, I'm just trusting that this is my signal. I'm not even trying to look for the others because I don't know that I can see them. I'm not even sure where I'd look. Alright, so at this point we've got to stop in a mile, so I'm assuming I need to apply my brakes here. I clearly need to apply my brakes a lot more. Hoping this works. I don't want to like slam on the brakes. I think we're going to be okay. Because yeah, we've got half a mile and we're down to 50, so. Because at this point, like on the English train, it's just, I don't know what to set my brakes at to appropriately stop. But let's see, 65%. I'm just kind of learning here as I go. This looks like it should work because I'm down to 30. Probably back this off a bit. Because again, I need to be on the platform, I think, so I still have, you know, like it says, 0.8 miles. 0.6. Alright, I think at this point now I could stop, so we'll put it on suppression. Alright. So I think we've made it. And we're early. By a lot. So I would hope that does something for us. I don't know if it's going to make us wait till 15:47. Guess we'll find out, because in theory we're supposed to be here for a minute. And I don't know how far we need to go on the next couple legs. And there is a possibility that we're obviously going to have other issues. Suddenly there may be kids playing at the next tunnel. You know, maybe they move to whatever North Limits Bowie is. But yeah, so it looks like 13 minutes. That took us 13 minutes. Then we've got like another 17. Wow. Yeah, maybe we didn't do this run before. Or maybe we did and we were going that fast and I just don't remember, but wow. So yeah, clearly that is the edge of our train. That's the other seat, so yeah, that's why it kind of looks a little skewed, but that's really the straight ahead view. Kind of looking over there, I don't necessarily need to be doing. Okay, there's the cab lights. Okay, just kind of want to learn my train a bit as I'm sitting here. Alright, we're gonna, I think, put our train down to released. Oh, it does actually move if I do that, so I don't want to do that. Okay. So unlike the other trains, okay, we're okay to go. So let's go. Whoop. So we can do wheel slip. Because I was wondering about that with the other trains, so. Alright. So we'll get going a bit. And then we'll. Oh, goodness. So. Gotta be careful. On how quickly we accelerate. I wonder if there's any indicator If anybody knows, let me know if there's any indicator to, like, help me identify where I'd have wheel slip, like, before I can... Oh. Jeez. I don't understand. I know I'm only going 30, but I would think at some point I can up my throttle. Guess let me use my keyboard, which has a little bit finer finer application. Maybe that's the trick a little bit here, but so once again, obviously, the quicker I go, so the north limits Bowie is 13 miles away itself. Alright, so now we're up there, and it's, again, like I said, tells me it's clear. I'm gonna believe it. I'm trying to see this light a quarter mile away, but I can't see it until I'm basically on top of it. So these things are literally almost useless. It is green, thank goodness. But yeah, I can go up to 125 again. So we've got some time. This train doesn't accelerate quickly, which also doesn't decelerate super quickly. As we saw, it took us about a mile to stop, so I think that's kind of the normal thing. Oops. Wrong button. I hit the accelerator button first. But so the question is, like, does that mean the signal is not green? So let me see. So, like, I didn't see it at 0.3. Like, there was nothing above me. Or is it just, you know, making sure that I'm there at the control after a certain period of time? Alright, so again, we're half a mile. Looking for the signal. Looking for the signal. I don't see any signal. Where is the signal? Okay, I'm not seeing signals at all at this point, which I can't imagine is a good thing. Like, what am I missing? Because again, if I'm going to run through some red thing, okay, now I see it. It's still green. Because I assume if I'm starting to catch someone, I'm going to get a yellow before I get a red. It's not like I'm suddenly going to be right on top of somebody. 105, we're still accelerating, and you can see at this point, I mean, we are 4 or 5 miles down the track, and we are still not at max speed, so gives you a bit of an idea what we're dealing with here. 115, trying to keep an eye down below. There's just a lot to kind of look at around here at this pace. But, you know, we've got to cover 13 miles. Like, we've got a long way to go. Alright, a signal, a signal. The signal is green. Alright, I'm still obviously at 100, but just going 117, so that may be because we're going uphill. Because I think that 0.9% was a positive grade. Now we're flat, basically 0.1%. So yeah, I don't know if North Limits Bowie is another tunnel or something else. So now we're at 0.5. Because I'm assuming a negative. That guy is really close to be walking when a train is speeding by at 117. They're not supposed to be on the yellow. That's a safety thing. Call that guy into the dispatch office or something. It's just bad, bad news. Alright, 118. Still green up there, I see that one. Again, I've got to get an indicator well before. I mean, I need a mile to stop. Especially at this speed, I probably need 2 miles to stop. Alright, I'm going to probably start backing off on the throttle soon. I mean, the good news is it's not like we're going up in speed very quickly, but yeah, at 122, I'm going to try this. Oh yeah, because I think now it looks like we're going downhill. So, I'm going to go negative on purpose because I don't want to suddenly have a problem. Alright. 1%. 3.88 miles, still green. Just come up on things very, very quickly here, so it's definitely a bit of a challenge. Alright, well now I'm slowing down, so I don't necessarily want to be doing that. So let's see, if it's 65%, do I at least stay in the mix? Yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm able to come into the station. If it's the line's still 125, like, do I start slowing down 2 miles out? I don't know. Alright, well, I'm definitely gonna get down here. Yeah, I'm just not comfortable. I'm gonna start, because we're gonna cover this distance so fast. Alright. Alright, so we're at 0. Kind of let this coast in here. I'm gonna cut that a little bit more. It's not asking me to slow down any. Alright, so if I release, because at this point I'm down to 60 and I'm half mile out, so I might be able to run closer than I was thinking, but I'll tell ya. Of course, the other thing I don't know is this just via North Bowie? Like, do I even need to slow down? Now I'm wondering about that, because I'm not stopping. So, I think I may have just caused myself a bit of a problem here, now that I think about it. Well, let's see. Yep, I did. I'm gonna be late. 2 adult males, 120.1. Go ahead, I just saw 2. They were standing in the gauge. Oh boy. Alright. How do I know what miles I'm at? Yeah, I don't have a clue. Alright, now this is nerve-wracking. Like, I don't want to be late, but you know, like, I can't, if those signs on the side are supposed to be giving me miles, I can't read anything. And they're dressed in black, so oh boy, what do I do? sucks, because I slowed down when I probably didn't need to. Yeah, this is one of those you almost are going to have to, like, replay the scenario. Like, I have no idea what mile I'm at. Like, how do I tell I'm at 120 or 119? Like, if I knew that, because I've got 5 miles of track here. Because there's those little white posts at one point. But again, we're going 80 miles an hour. Like, how would I know? It's telling me green. Go back here. See, there was something, but it's way out there. That can't be my mileage read. What do I do? I mean, I could be going so much faster. I don't know, I almost feel like I need to go and let it do its thing, and if I see something, like, slam on the brakes and hope. Yeah, I mean, if those are miles, they're not visible to me, and I've got the graphics pretty well up. I don't think I can increase them much more. Still green signal. I mean, obviously, again, the second time through, I'm going to know where these people are. 'Cause I'm assuming they're there. So it's like I would know where to hold off on them. 95. Just keep my hand on the brake. I see some weird, but yeah, I think that's just shadows from the viaduct, which is what it is. Because yeah, while this is decent graphics, it's not like I can really see to the horizon very well. Well, at this point I need to start slowing down. Oh boy, now I'm worried I'm not going to slow down fast enough. Now can I slow down quicker doing this? Yeah, it looks like maybe I can. But yeah, I'm like a minute late or something, I don't know. Yeah, I clearly could have been cruising along a lot faster. Again, the question, however, is do I need to be fully on the green? I think I do. So otherwise, I think it's going to tell me I have a problem. Thinking we're going to be late. So I don't think we're going to get a good score here. Alright, and then we go Washington by 16-17, but that's probably not going to be possible, so we were way ahead. And now we're probably way behind because A, I slowed down for the Bowie, and then B, I didn't, Alright, so yeah, we only got 100, so we still got positive, but, alright. So I'm not going to go up, because I think once I went above 50% is when I had the problem. Again, I have no idea where the miles are. I guess all I can do is keep an eye out. I mean, there's no way in a game that they would, like, let you run people over. They can't have people on the tracks. That would be crazy, right? I'm gonna assume that, and I'm gonna get going as quick as I can here. Because those are speeds, those aren't miles. So, like, nothing is giving me the mileage marker. Can I tell on here? No. There's no mileage there, so I don't know. So the bottom line is, I don't know how I would know where I'm at. Again, if I'm an idiot and I'm missing something, which I likely am, someone please comment below and explain how do I know where mile 120.1 is, so that I can stop freaking out and thinking it could be here, and these guys are going to jump out and go boo, and that would just be awful. Alright. So, I mean, I'm just hoping it'll be like the other tunnel thing. We're going to go by wherever it is, and we're going to then have a radio dispatcher thing that just says, yeah, I completely ignored my speed. Luckily, I wasn't speeding. But, and they're just going to say, nope, there weren't any people here. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, there's enough going on the tracks. I don't need people. Or look out for cars on the crossings or something. We know how those go, and the professional engineers can't stop on time, so how would I be expected to react? Especially at this point, like, I'm going around a turn. I can't barely see half a mile ahead, if even. At this point, this train ain't stopping in half a mile. So, still green. Alright, not seeing any speed stuff. Yeah, there's literally nothing. I mean, if there's something on those little white signs, even if there was, they're so tiny, how could you see it? Alright, we've got like a bridge over the river here. A stream of some sort. Alright, well, we've got to be down to 95 over there, so let's do some braking. Do some more braking. Alright. So now we're okay. So we're still 3/4 of a mile away from that. And it might be because we're getting close to town, because at that point we're going to be less than 3 miles away from Union Station, so we might just need to be slowing down Alright, another train. So yeah, at this point, I like the ream, 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 which is exactly how it does sound when you're going with a train like that. Alright, so we've got about a mile to be down. So let me do that. Probably 45. Approach medium. I don't even know what that means. Medium what? What? Oh. Is it because I'm... Did I do something wrong? What? Why am I... Okay, I can't... Like, it's got my brake on or something. I don't know what I did. But clearly, I did something really, really wrong. Because it's stopping me entirely here. So I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, it won't let me... Okay. It will not let me move that throttle. So what happened? Ah, this is terrible. I don't understand. Yes, it will not let me move that. Like I'm locked. I'm still in the 95. I mean, Did I not acknowledge the thing at some point? I don't understand. Because, yeah, in theory, I'm doing okay on distance. But... Because I need to be there at 16:17. I'm a mile and a half away. It's telling me I'm going to be there 2 minutes early, but I lost all those points, so that's disappointing. I don't understand what happened there. But it seemed that alerter... I wonder if I had to change my throttle, but I never had that problem before. Okay, what is it not letting me do again? Why won't it do this? See, and it did it again. Like, I'm... This is terrible. Because I'm not understanding. I hate when this happens in this game. Like, I don't understand what my issue is. I mean, I was doing fine. I can't turn off anything there. Let me do this to get down to 20. I'm not speeding. Wait, how am I 15? I don't understand. I'm not there yet. I was not at the 15. Did I tell you this was frustrating? I just am not understanding how it was 15. Alright, I can go a little quicker. It's giving me a yellow. 0.3 miles away, so I'm not that far. In theory, I'm going to be 2 minutes early, which is wonderful given the challenges I had and the fact that I had the emergency something or other go on. Because, yeah, now it's telling me restricting, like, there's clearly things I'm going to need to learn about this game that I'm not getting. And I think, again, once all the cars are on, I am just going to say, I'm here. Because I don't know what else I would do. I'll let it just drift down to its little bit here. Because I'm still super, super early. Alright, so there we go. That should be our last step until we theoretically depart in a minute. So I'll finish with positive points, I imagine, but there we go. Excellent work. Secure the locomotive and then your shift will be completed. So not a great result. I mean, I got some experience. I unlocked that achievement. I'm sure there's another achievement for actually getting enough points. But yeah, all these wheel slips killed me when it stopped things. So I don't know. So 257 seconds late. Times 2 penalty. Yeah, the wheel slips were just obviously terrible. And then, yeah, I had the speeding that kept piling up. Alright, well, I've certainly got room for improvement. There's no doubt there. So again, a check mark, but not a good result. Thanks for coming along. We did finish it. And we've got that scenario done. We'll move on to the next one next time. I'll see you then.